Okay, now that we covered the drums, I want to get into the bass line real quick. I'm sorry if I sound really boring right now because for some reason, I'm always tripping out that the CPU is gonna overload because when you're doing screen recording, it's a bit yeah, it gets kind of messy. That's why I have to like delete channels and stuff like that because it's quite a heavy project. So that's why I'm kind of going section by section for you guys. So the bass line, I usually always layer my bass lines. This one is fairly simple. I'll show it to you. So yeah, basic bass line. Honestly, whenever you're working with a record that is more piano or lead driven or whatnot, you want to make sure that you're not going crazy with the bass lines. There's no need for you to place a bunch of crazy synthesizers. So I actually really like using the operator for the bass here, and two layers. One is kind of like the really low end, which is kind of it's a sine wave basically, and you can pull up the operator. There's a lot of pretty cool presets, and you could just kind of tweak them. And then I put a little bit of distortion, a bit of compression. Then I have this is actually kind of interesting. I have sometimes I like to use, when I'm not getting that right side chaining. Sometimes I like to use two different ones. The reason why a lot of people like to sidechain a drum, like a bass bus, for example, or like the lead bus. I personally don't like to do that because I like it when sidechains are a bit different. It creates a bit of a live feeling and not so stiff. And that's why analog is so amazing, because it's not perfect, and sometimes it's nice to have that imperfection. So the second layer for the bus is fairly simple. It's actually essentially the same thing, just high mids, I would say, and a little bit of high end. This one also has two side chains, same processing, just a little bit of tweaks. So together it creates a bit of a thicker sound. As you could see, it gives a really nice round feel to it. So as far as bass lines, unless you're really just going for that sine wave, it's nice to do a bit of combination of the two.